Okay, so for today's project, we are going to be using the Sweethearts cartridge. We are going to be using the little scalloped heart with the little circles in it, as well as using the little Cupid. And for the treats part of the box, we're going to be using this adorable little cartridge sweet treats, and we're going to be doing this little box here. Now, being that I have the baby bug, I've been always hesitant to buy cartridges that have boxes on it. However, I fell in love with the cupcakes on this cartridge, so I took a chance. And with the baby bug and Design Studio, you can stretch out the box to make it fit the full-size mat, and it will actually give you a pretty decent size. So let's get making our Valentine's Day sweet box. So as you can see in front of me, I have the box, Sweet Treats box, party favor box, cut out with this basic gray paper. I was trying to get a Valentine's Day look without being over the top, really girly. So what's great about this cartridge is that it has the lines on it for you to maybe you can see it better here, the lines on it for scoring. So what I just do is take my ruler. In case you have difficulties understanding how these boxes go together, I just thought I would demonstrate that. I had to try and fumble around with it a few times. So what happens is these two pieces with the triangles go on top, and then you're just able to stick this into the bottom, and then you're going to get your glue tape or your glue and run the tape along there. It might have been better to actually do that before, and then you just fold that over to line it up. Gives you a little bit of stability now so that you can assemble your box. Okay, push it down and there's your assembled box. So let's get decorating now. So what I've done is I've cut out the scalloped heart using my Design Studio. So I actually just made the measurement so that it fit the box. So what I did is, prior to assembling the box, I did measure it. I saw that the box was, where's my inches? About 3 inches. So I made the heart just slightly smaller than that. And then I cut out the Cupid, and I used scraps for these two projects to cut out. So that's always a bonus in Design Studio. If you don't have it and you have the baby bug, highly recommend it, because it does help you to see the placement and use up your scraps way more efficiently. Now, just to give the heart a little more texture, I've just gone and cuddlebugged it using my Bubbles Cuttlebug embossing folder. So I'll just take my glue and put that onto the center of the box here. And I think the best thing to do here is to pop dot my little Cupid. So I actually don't use pop dots. I just like to find cheaper alternatives for my projects, especially when they're not going into a scrapbook. However, this is an acid-free product. I purchased it at the dollar store. It works just as well. As you can see, it's a little finicky, and I have to double-side it to make sure that it really pop dots, but I just find that this is definitely the way to go. I think probably I'll put a little bit one on the heart as well, and we're just going to assemble the Cupid onto the heart, just at a little bit of a angle. And you can just see it just gives it a little bit of a depth and makes it look like Cupid's flying a little bit. So here's the Studio G stamp. It's a Valentine's stamp that I picked up from last year. It has the saying, "Hit me Cupid," some little arrows, and "Let's fall in love." I'm going to use, being that this is a co-worker gift, I'm going to use the Hit Me Cupid one. As you can see, when I measure it, it is about 1 3/4. So now I can go into Design Studio and create a tag that will fit this stamp perfectly. Okay, so here's the tag that I've chosen to cut out. Again, I used my Cricut Design Studio so I could get a tag perfectly made to fit the Hit Me Cupid stamp, and this as well comes off the Sweethearts cartridge. So here's what the stamp looks like finished. I'm going to use my black StazOn ink. I find this works the best when you're trying to get a little message, especially considering it's probably hard to see in the video, but there's a bit of texture on that tag. I am going to get ink all on the Hit Me Cupid stamp. I'm going to line that up so it fits the tag well. And there we go. And for the finishing touch to assemble it, we're going to use a black brad. I think we have in here somewhere. Yes, I do. Okay, so we'll just take a black brad, and I will use my paper piercer. So I'm going to use my paper piercer to find a spot. And being that this does have the heart, it will make it a little bit more difficult to get the punch to stay, get it to stay. So we'll put it, how about right in there. And the brad just goes at the back. And there's an adorable little party favor or Valentine's Day favor. You can put little chocolates in that, and it's a great little gift for a coworker. Just to make it even look a little more professional, I often buy some filling in silver or pearlescent that you can put at the bottom, and then just fill the rest with the chocolates. Thank you so much for watching Let's Get Crafty, and hopefully you'll join me for the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.